Brendan, how does that performance rate with you and the team?
Yeah, pretty satisfying. I think there was many times throughout today where we were well, not out of the game, but we were definitely behind the 8 ball. And I thought both well, bowling, fielding, and also with the bat, I thought we showed some fighting characteristics. And I talk about it a lot. That's something that we want to show, but it's a really important trait for us that we do keep fighting and keep scrapping like that. So it was nice to get the win, and it's obviously great that we've 1-0 up in this series.
Where was the team, or where did you think you were at the 40 over stage when the asking rate was 8 and over?
Yeah, we're okay. I think we're probably parity at that stage. I think with this wicket, just started to skid on around that mark, the 40 over mark, which is a bit later than what it normally does there. But sort of knew that if we could get a couple of overs where we could find the boundary, then we're sort of in the game. So obviously Martin coming out and being able to just strike the way he did was fantastic as well.
You didn't come in at number 5, you came in at number 6. The reason?
Yeah, no, I was number 6 in terms of what the team thought. But yeah, I think Grant Elliott did a fantastic job for us in South Africa at number 4. And obviously with Ross come back in at 4, still wanted to be able to utilise Grant as a batsman rather than trying to shuffle him down to number 6. So, yeah, obviously I think he played reasonably well as well, run a ball innings.
Did you have a feeling that it might have been a little bit too late as you got into the innings for you to come in?
No, because I think you can chase some decent numbers at Seddon Park. I think when the wicket does skid on, the boundaries are obviously reasonably short in some areas, and if we could get a couple of partnerships going, then I still thought that we were able to chase it down. So yeah, didn't think it was too late.
Brendan, did you always know that Martin was going to be able to come back out and be reasonably capable physically?
I was hopeful. Yeah, we sort of discussed once he came off that he looked to come in at either 9 or 10. Knew that running was going to be limited for him, but he still obviously had a very clean strike with the ball, and I think it almost played into our hands a little bit that he wasn't able to look for the boundary, and I think that I could try and get off strike and let him just try and swing for the boundaries, and that's obviously what he did.
How do they patch him up, sort of strapping sort of stuff?
I think so. I'm not sure. Because they did a pretty good job being able to get him out there, so it's obviously disappointing for Martin, and we'll have to assess him tomorrow. So we'll assess him tomorrow and see where he's at for the remainder of the one-day series.
When the reasons down the wicket, what did you actually talk about? How you're going to do it when Martin came up?
No, it wasn't any sort of rocket science. We just pretty much give yourself an opportunity and try and keep your shape when you're striking for that short boundary. That was pretty much our only discussion.
Do you think it's harsh not to be able to run it these days?
No, I don't think so. It's obviously frustrating from an injured player's point of view, but yeah, I don't think it's harsh. I mean, it was probably the rule was stretched a little bit at times, so I think the black and white nature of it now is fine.
Brendan, in terms of you sort of entering at the 30th over mark, I mean, is that the ideal situation you in the middle, or that's how you guys want to set your team play?
Yeah, I think coming in at number 6, that's that sort of back end of the innings falls a bit older with those new rules as well, which is one of the reasons why I've slid down the order too. Is if you can get yourself underway, utilise that power play, that batting power play, and then obviously with the one extra fielder having to be in the ring as well. Yeah, I think 30 overs isn't a bad time to come in.
Sorry, take you back to earlier in your career when you used to come in at that number and do that?
Yeah, I think I've got the weight belt on. I'm slowly sinking down the order at the moment, so hopefully it stops at 6.
Is Martin Gilson a very cricketer and a brave man, but a high play threshold?
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think what he did tonight was really showed some fighting qualities, and I think that's he's obviously delighted at the moment that he was able to come out injured and still be able to play an influential innings towards the end. So yeah, I guess. I think anyone that plays international cricket has got an element of bravery about them.
In terms of Mitch and McClenaghan, are you pretty gutted?
Yeah, I'm gutted because I think Mitch has been a revelation for us this year. He's done an amazing job for us, and he's really allowed us to attack in areas that we probably haven't had that luxury of in recent times. So it's incredibly disappointing for him, but at the same time it gives him now, I guess, an opportunity to rest himself up and make sure he's fresh for our next assignment once he is fit and ready.
Would you like another bowler of pace, somebody a little bit quicker than the medium pace bowler? From McClenaghan, seeing he's not going to be there.
Yeah, I'd imagine Trent Bolt will come in. I think he's of similar ilk. We've just got to make sure that we use him in a similar way as well. I think he still touches sort of early 140s, and especially in Test cricket, and hopefully he'll be able to do some one-day cricket. So, yeah, I think I'd imagine that it'll be a straight swap those two. And I thought Andy Ellis justified his position with that extra strength that he's got at the batting as well. With his batting today, being able to come in and put together a reasonable partnership in our teams.
Is it fair to say McLean's adapt the Test series now, and the side strains are problematic, aren't they?
Is Ian Downford? He's
getting an email right tomorrow.
yeah, I'd imagine he's in doubt. Yeah.
Rick, what's the, I know Matt makes this tomorrow, what's the early score for? I think we'll be confident of this team score.
I think that would be a realistic target, yeah. Again, I haven't had a chance to speak to the physio as yet, but I would imagine that the priority would be to try and get him back fit and ready for that Test match. Hopefully he'll be okay for that.
Who's going to open in the next game?
In the next game, again, haven't had a chance to discuss that with the coaches, so we'll have to...
Does the number 6 have to go back up?
I would imagine so, no. I think we've got to let this trial and the shifting of our experience through the middle order play out for a little bit longer. I still think there's some guys around the domestic scene who are playing pretty well at the moment. Guys like Rutherford and Latham, just to name a couple, so I guess we'll have to wait and see once who we come up with. Thank you.
Yeah, we just kept losing wickets at crucial times really there. We never really got that partnership towards the end of an innings, which would get us up to 280, 290, which is probably just above par on that wicket. We batted well up front. We probably loaded a little bit too much towards the end. We probably put a bit too much pressure on our big hitters to do that. But we got ourselves in an okay position to launch. Unfortunately, the guys in the end didn't quite come off.
I suppose the game's never won until you get thrown to Colin now.
No, he's obviously a very dangerous player, whether he bats at the top of the order or coming in there at 6. Like he did, he's very hard to bowl to, especially with the new regulations we're all finding. The trick is to try and get him out early.
I suppose you had a wounded soldier probably, and they can be quite dangerous as well.
Yeah, it's, when you get 7 wickets, the last guy, you kind of, the normal game is a bowler coming in, but opening batter hits it as well as that. He played very well. It's, we got ourselves in a position to win that, and credit to New Zealand. Actually they got themselves over the line, and we couldn't manage to put pressure on them to do that.
Did you have rust on this? A few guys haven't played since before Christmas.
Yeah, I think you always are a little bit when you haven't had a practice match or a session as a side. That is rustiness, but probably it's more match hardness, I think, and match toughness, which I think we were missing a little bit.
Did you have a pretty good idea that perhaps was going to reappear at some point?
Yeah, you'd have thought. We kind of thought we would. You never know, do you? You don't really think that when you're on the field.
You're a bit cross you lost that from having them 7 down with 41 needed when we got to coming back in.
I think both sides, if you lost that game, would have felt disappointed. Both sides kind of got themselves in the position to win that game, and it's someone to stand up and grab it by the neck, the scruff of the neck, and win it. And those two did it for New Zealand.
Does the change in field placements now, the new laws, make it difficult for you? Does it mean you have to think a little bit more about what you're doing than you did previously?
It's very different. You can't really defend any. You can't just defend one side of the field. There's always an attacking option for the batter. We found that in India. It's slightly different in sub-contact conditions. Say the sweep shot, you can have the sweep man up. It's a more dangerous shot in sub-contact conditions. But here it is tough. I think both sides find it. But when there's set batters in and going well, it's very hard to stop.
Jimmy Engine's passed a milestone of some sort of speed that's all-time leading cricketer. He's been a good performance in recent years.
Yeah, fantastic. That's a fantastic stat to have, a record to have. He thoroughly deserves it. I think he's actually in really good shape as a bowler. The last 3 years he's led the attack, especially in Test cricket and one-day cricket. He's an outstanding bowler, and I'm glad you can have him on our side. I thought the way he bowled up front again today was really good.
given you talked about the rustiness, but you're fairly confident that you'll improve as a unit for the next game?
I hope so. Yeah, we need to if we want to win the series.
Alistair, the no run-up rule is relatively caused some controversy. Do you think it's fair? It's right that you got touch with that?
He didn't seem to struggle, did he? So look, I don't make the rules. There's a lot of rules. If I was I would probably change if I was in charge. But look, that's the rule. We all play to it. We all know where we stand.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.